Long ago, in the green highlands of Ethiopia, there was a village called Duma. It was hidden between tall mountains and forests filled with ancient trees. The people of Duma were farmers, herders, and storytellers. They believed in magic, in the wind spirits, and in the voice of the earth. In this village lived a quiet woman named Elam. Elam had no husband, no children, and no family left. She lived in a small round hut at the edge of the forest. People said she talked to the trees and listened to the fire. Some said she was a witch. Others said she was just lonely. Elam was kind to children. She always gave them sweet roasted maize. She healed the sick with herbs. But people still whispered about her. One night, everything changed. The sky was red. The wind screamed like a wild animal. Thunder roared without lightning. Elam was seen walking into the forest. She held her belly and cried. It looked like she was in pain. No one followed her. They were too afraid. For 3 days, she did not return. On the 4th day, she came back. She carried a strange bundle wrapped in goat skin. Her eyes were wide. Her feet were burned. Smoke followed her. She said, "I have given birth." The people were shocked. They asked, "Where is the baby?" She unwrapped the goat skin. Inside was a small flame. A baby made of fire. It blinked. It cried with the sound of crackling wood. It did not burn Elam. But the grass turned to ash. The people screamed and ran. The elders called a meeting. "This is a curse," they said. "Fire is not a child. She has brought danger. She must leave." Elam begged them. "He is my son," she cried. "He is not evil." But they did not listen. They gave her 1 day to go. That night, Elam sat by the fire baby. He looked at her with bright yellow eyes. "You are my mother," he said. His voice was warm and deep. Elam cried and held him close. But the hut caught fire. She ran out with him in her arms. The villagers saw the flames. They threw stones at her. "Leave," they shouted. "Take your fire away." Elam ran into the forest. The fire baby did not burn her. He lit the path in the dark. They walked for hours. Wild animals followed. But they stayed away from the fire. In the forest, they found a cave. Elam laid down and slept. The fire baby watched over her. Days passed. Elam grew weak. She had no food. The baby said, "I will help." He set a tree on fire. Smoke rose high. A group of travelers saw it. They came to the cave. They found Elam and the baby of fire. They were afraid. But one man, named Kofi, stepped forward. "This is not evil," he said. "This is something new." He gave Elam water. He gave her bread. The baby smiled at Kofi. "You are kind," the baby said. "I am Meba." That was his. Elam looked at Meba and smiled weakly. "That is a strong name," she whispered. Kofi helped Elam stand. "Come with us," he said. "We are not afraid." Elam followed them. Meba floated above the ground. His flames did not burn the leaves. The travelers were from another village. A place called Yara. It was far from Duma. They welcomed Elam with open arms. They built her a small hut. They gave her food and water. Meba glowed softly in the night. Children came to see him. At first, they were scared. But Meba laughed and played. He made tiny sparks dance in the air. He told funny stories with his flame voice. The children loved him. The elders watched carefully. They held meetings. "Is this safe?" they asked. "Is this fire child a gift or a curse?" One elder, Grandma Taya, said, "Let us see." Time will tell what he truly is. In Yara, time moved peacefully. Elam grew strong again. She helped in the gardens. She taught women how to use forest herbs. Meba grew too. He could now take a shape like a real boy. But his skin still flickered with flame. He learned to walk beside humans. He never hurt anyone. But sometimes, he would burn things by accident. Once, he set a chicken coop on fire. The chickens ran in every direction. The villagers laughed. They forgave him. But not everyone was happy. A man named Burrow did not trust Meba. Fire does not belong in a child, he said. This is not normal. He warned others. He watched Meba closely. One night, Burrow followed them. He saw Meba lighting up the forest. Meba was dancing with sparks. Elam clapped and sang a lullaby. Burrow frowned. He returned to the village. This is magic, he said. This is dangerous. But the people did not listen. Meba helped too much. He lit cooking fires with a touch. He dried wet clothes in seconds. He warmed sick babies. Then came the drought. The rain stopped. The river dried. The wells turned to dust. The crops withered. Hunger crept into the village. The people prayed. They danced for rain. But the sky stayed empty. Elam feared for Meba. They will blame you, she whispered. Even if it is not your fault. Meba hugged her. I will help, he said. That night, he climbed the highest hill. He shouted into the sky. O clouds! O wind! Hear me! His voice was thunder. His flames rose like a tower. Far away, something answered. A deep growl in the sky. The wind howled. A crack opened in the clouds. Rain poured down. The village cheered. It's a miracle. The fireboy has called the rain. But Burrow was angry. He has powers not from this world, he said. What if next time, he brings only fire? That night, Burrow crept into the forest. He carried a bag filled with salt and ash. He walked in circles, dropping the mix on the ground. He muttered curses he had learned from his grandmother. Let the fire child lose his strength, he whispered. He believed it would stop Meba's power. But the earth did not listen. Instead, something else woke up. Deep under the mountain, a sleeping spirit stirred. It smelled the salt and the fear. Its eyes opened like burning coals. Meanwhile, Meba was dreaming. In his dream, a dark river of fire chased him. He ran, but it was fast. He saw a face in the flames. A face like his. But angry, wild, and cruel. He woke up screaming. Elam rushed to him. What is it, my son? Something is coming, Meba said. I felt it in my dream. Elam held him close. Dreams are warnings, she whispered. The next morning, the ground shook. Not much, just a small tremble. But the birds flew away. The dogs barked all day. The village felt uneasy. What is this shaking? They asked. Is the mountain angry? Burrow spoke loudly. This is the fire child's doing. He is waking something dangerous. The people looked at Elam. Elam said nothing. Meba sat by the fire, quiet and still. His flames were low. That night, a storm came. But it brought no rain. Just black clouds, red lightning, and wind that roared like lions. The villagers ran into their huts. Elam stood outside, watching the sky. Meba joined her. Do not fear, he said. But his voice was unsure. In the distance, the mountain glowed red. Fire seeped from its cracks. The old spirit was awake. It was called Gash, the flame below. A spirit as old as the earth itself. It had slept for centuries. Now, Barrow's curses had stirred it. And it was hungry. The next day, ash fell from the sky. The crops were covered in dust. The goats coughed. The people cried. They came to Elam. Please, they said. Ask your son to stop this. Elam shook her head. This is not Meba's doing, she said. Something deeper is rising. Meba stepped forward. I will go to the mountain. I will speak to what is beneath. Alone, asked Grandma Tyre. No, Elam said. I will go with him. The elders agreed. But take care, they said. Do not wake the full fire. As they walked toward the mountain, the ground shook again. Trees bent in the wind. The air smelled of smoke and fear. Meba felt heat under his feet. We are close, he said. They reached a cave near the top. Inside, the air shimmered. Fire danced on the walls. Elam held Meba's hand. Speak softly, she told him. Meba walked into the cave. In the center was a hole deep and black. Flames flickered from below. A voice echoed up. Who dares come? I am Meba, he said. Son of fire. Born of flame. Oh, the voice growled. My child. Elam gasped. You know him. He is mine, the voice said. Born from my spark, sent to walk the earth. Then why bring danger? Elam shouted. Because he is incomplete, the voice said. He must choose. Light or destruction. Meba stepped closer to the hole. Meba looked down into the glowing hole. The heat licked his face, but it didn't burn him. His flames danced higher, reacting to the spirit below. What do you mean, incomplete? He asked. The voice of Gash rumbled. You are born of fire, but you carry human love. Fire cannot be soft. Fire must consume. But I don't want to destroy, Meba said. Elam stepped forward. He has a choice, she said firmly. He is not like you. The spirit growled. The cave shook. Then let him choose now. Suddenly, flames shot from the hole. They wrapped around Meba like a storm. Elam tried to reach him, but the fire pushed her back. Meba, she screamed. Meba's eyes glowed golden. The fire did not hurt him. Inside the flames, he saw visions. A village burning. Children crying. A river of fire flooding the land. Then, another vision. People smiling. Fields warm and green. A boy made of fire lighting the world gently. Two paths. Two fates. Gasha's voice echoed, choose, fire child. Meba's fist clenched. I choose. The flames crackled louder. To be more than fire. The flames froze. The spirit growled in confusion. What does that mean? Meba shouted, I choose to burn, but not destroy. I choose to warm, not to harm. Suddenly, a wave of golden fire burst from his body. It pushed back Gasha's power. The ground stopped shaking. The fire dimmed to a soft glow. Elam rushed to him. You did it, she whispered. You chose your own path. But deep below, Gash was not gone. I will return, he warned. You cannot hold me forever. Meba turned to the cave. I am not afraid, he said. As they left the mountain, the sky cleared. The ash stopped falling. The animals came back. Trees slowly lifted their leaves. In the village, people waited. When Elam and Meba returned, the people gasped. Meba's flames were different. They were soft like sunlight, golden and calm. Even Barrow was speechless. Grandma Tyre smiled. He is not a curse, she said. He is a choice. The elders gathered. Let us make him one of us, they said. Let him teach us fire's true heart. That night, they had a great feast. Meba lit the cooking pots. He danced with the children. He told stories through his flame. Elam sat quietly, watching. Her eyes filled with tears. Happy ones. But Burrow still did not smile. He watched from the shadows. That night, Burrow left the village. He climbed the mountain alone. He went to the same cave. He knelt beside the hole. Great Spirit, he whispered. Give me your fire. Make me stronger than him. Deep below, Gash stirred again. Oh, the voice said. One who will not choose peace. A red light flashed in the cave. A scream echoed in the dark. Far away, Meba felt a sharp pain in his chest. Elam ran to him. What is it? Something bad has happened, Meba said. He looked toward the mountain. The sky above it was red again. The spirit is not done. Someone has taken its power. Elam's heart dropped. Burrow. He has become something else. Meba stood up. Then I must face him. The village fell silent as Meba stared at the glowing mountain. The birds no longer sang. Even the wind had stopped. I have to go, Meba said. You're not going alone, Elam replied. Meba looked into her eyes. If I fail, the fire will take everything. Then we fight together, she said. They gathered what little they needed. A god of water. A patch of forest herbs. And hope. As they walked, a dark mist began to rise. It crawled from the mountain like smoke with claws. Trees wilted. Birds dropped from the sky. The earth hissed beneath their feet. He's changing the land, Meba whispered. At the edge of the mountain path, they saw him. Burrow, but no longer Burrow. His body burned red like coal. His hair was smoke. His eyes glowed white with fire. Flames crawled across his skin like living snakes. So, he said, voice like cracking rock. The fire child has come to die. Elam stepped forward. Burrow, this is not who you are. I am more than who I was, he roared. I am chosen by Gash. I am fire reborn. Meba lifted his hands. His flames turned gold. Then fire will face fire. With a scream, Burrow leapt forward. Their flames clashed like thunder. Red and gold, twisting in the sky. The mountain trembled again. Rocks fell like rain. Trees exploded into ash. Meba dodged and struck. Burrow was fast, faster than fire itself. You're weak. Burrow shouted. You love too much. Meba gritted his teeth. Love is not weakness. It's my power. He blasted a golden wave that pushed Burrow back. But Burrow laughed. You cannot win. Gash feeds me. The clouds above turned black. Lightning struck the mountain. Lava began to drip from its sides. The spirit was waking fully. If we keep fighting, we'll destroy the whole land. Elam cried. Meba turned to her. Then I must go inside. What? I must enter the mountain. I must face Gash myself. Elam's hands trembled. You may not return. If I don't go, no one will have a world left to return to. Burrow charged again. Meba raised a wall of golden flame. He ran past Burrow, up the mountain's mouth. No! Burrow screamed. You will not steal my power. But the mountain cracked open. Meba disappeared inside. Elam knelt beside the broken rocks. She began to sing. A lullaby. The one she sang the day he was born. Inside the volcano, Meba walked through fire. It parted for him like water. At the heart of the mountain, Gash waited. A giant made of flame and stone. You have come, son, Gash said. I am not your son, Meba said. You are a seed from my spark, said the spirit. You are meant to burn the world clean. No, Meba said. I was born of fire, but raised by love. Then love will be your end. Gash raised his giant hand. Lava roared. Meba reached into his heart. He thought of Elam. Of the children in the village. Of laughter, stories, music. He closed his eyes. A golden light burst from him like a sunrise. It filled the mountain. It covered Gash. What is this? The spirit screamed. This is fire, with love, Meba said. Gash cracked. His body split. The mountain shook violently. Elam stood, eyes wide. Meba, she screamed. Then the mountain exploded. Not in fire, but in golden light. The sky filled with glowing embers that didn't burn. Flowers bloomed where they fell. The dark mist vanished. Burrow collapsed to the ground, his fire gone. Elam ran forward. The mountain top glowed gently. From the smoke, a figure appeared. It was Meba. His fire no longer wild. It was golden, soft, and peaceful. He smiled. Elam ran to him, tears streaming. You came back, she whispered. Always, he said. The villagers came running. The sky was clear. Peace had returned. And the fire boy was now a legend.